My date bailed on me at an upscale rooftop restaurant, so I made sure her company's CEO was seated right across from me. I met Zoe on a dating app, marketing executive at a rising tech firm, Stanford alum, quick wit, confident smile, the kind of woman people say is out of your league. After a week of clever back and forth, she suggested dinner at Orchid Heights, a reservation-only rooftop spot in downtown Seattle, the kind of place where the wine list has vintages older than me. "Wear something sharp," she said. "I want to see you at your best." So I did. I put on my favorite tailored blazer, polished my shoes, even wore the cologne I reserve for rare, serious occasions. I arrived on time. 10 minutes passed, then 20. I kept checking my phone. At the 40-minute mark, I was still alone, slowly sipping sparkling water while the server tried not to look too sorry for me. I texted her. No response. After a full hour, I started getting those sideways pity glances from other tables. By the 90-minute mark, it was undeniable. I'd been ghosted. At one of the most exclusive restaurants in the city, I finally signaled the server and asked for the check, trying to save whatever dignity I had left. But instead of the bill, he brought over a glass of red and said, "Compliments of the gentleman at Table 3. I looked over. Table 3 was taken by an older man in a charcoal suit, dining alone. Subtle gold cufflinks, neat gray beard, and a calm confidence about him. His napkin was folded with perfect precision. His initials, JDH, were monogrammed on his cuff. They seemed familiar. Zoe had once mentioned her company's founder, Jonathan D. Hayes. I raised my glass in thanks, then figured, why not? I stood up and walked over. "Mind if I join you? Eating alone in this city's kind of overrated." He smiled and gestured to the seat across from him. "Jonathan Hayes." "Nick Carter. Thanks for the wine." "Of course. Forgive me, but 90 minutes is a long time to wait for anyone. Whoever stood you up must be a fool." I chuckled. "Or a marketing executive with poor time management." He raised an eyebrow. "Guilty as charged." Dinner was great. He was sharp, surprisingly funny, and not at all creepy like I'd feared. He insisted on paying. "Call it an apology on behalf of all overconfident professionals," he said. "Most CEOs don't take responsibility for their employees' dating behavior," I replied. He tilted his head. "Employees? Zoe Bennett, Director of Strategy. She's the one who invited me tonight." His expression shifted instantly, from amused to stone serious. "I see. That reflects poorly on her. And us. I apologize." He handed me a sleek business card. "If you ever need branding or legal support, contact me directly." "Actually, I'm in the middle of a small licensing dispute." "Send it over. I'll have my best team on it." Then he paused. "Except Bennett." That Monday, I emailed the documents. Later that day, I got a response from one of the firm's senior consultants, along with an internal thread that had very obviously been forwarded by mistake. It read, "Jonathan wants to handle this personally. Client." Guy Zoe stood up. Jonathan dined at next table. Zoe pulled from strategy team, assigned to internal research, warehouse level. I nearly spit out my coffee. A week later, I met up with someone else from the company, Lara, another team lead, for coffee. "Zoe's been in meltdown mode," she said, grinning. "She's allergic to dust, and now she's stuck in the company archive, reviewing old campaign reports." "How's she handling it?" I asked. "Oh, terribly. Jonathan keeps scheduling urgent brainstorming sessions right when she has plans." 3 months later, Zoe left the company. Not officially because of me, but for the pattern it exposed. As for Jonathan, he still sends the occasional dinner invite. We keep it professional, mostly, and sometimes When we toast over a glass of wine, he'll raise his glass with a smirk and say, "To reliability."